How's it going, guys? Today should be a short video, but I'm not very pleased. It's also an unexpected video because unfortunately, as you guys know, it's coming tomorrow. If you guys don't know, because NASCAR won't even promote it, even on their Twitter page, they will not say what track we are headed to because everyone is embarrassed of the racetrack that is Texas Motor Speedway. But yeah, we're going to Texas Motor Speedway tomorrow, the race that I have actually genuinely boycotted the last few years. I've not watched it. Like, I literally have not watched it in previous years. I'm pretty sure I will watch it tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I will. Will I stay awake? Don't know. Not really sure about that one. Might take stage 2 as a nap opportunity. I mean, if it falls around 4 o'clock on the Sunday, that's feeling like a very beautiful nap, you know, especially once the Bills probably destroy the Dolphins and I'm sad. So, like, you know, that'll be the nice time to take a nap. But yeah, it's not going to be a good race. You can book that, clip that, and take it to the bank. I mean, it won't be a good race. If it's a good race, I mean, what do you want me to do? You want me to, like, spend a night in my dog's crate? I'll do that. I'll spend a night in my dog's crate. I'll lock myself in and sleep in that little crate if Texas is a solid race, which that it will not happen. Shout out to all the Patreon members, as always, for supporting the channel. You guys are the absolute best. But what are we talking about today? Well, there was a tweet today that I saw from Mr. Jeff Gluck, the legend that is Jeff Gluck, where he said, you know, basically, well, let me pull up the tweet. He said, from the media session so far, drivers sound very concerned Texas will be turned into another new Atlanta with a super speedway style race. Needless to say, they are not in favor of that idea. And then there was also another tweet from Mr. Gluck, actually regarding what Kyle Larson said in the media conferences today. He said, well, the tweet, it says, Kyle Larson's suggestion on what should be done to fix Texas Motor Speedway, quote, I would like them to demolish this place first and then start over from scratch. Now, guys, when we say a track should be demolished, most of the time, as fans, we're joking. Most of the time. To put into perspective just how bad Texas Motor Speedway is, you do have the reigning Cup champion saying they should demolish the track. Okay? Not as a joke either. We're all being serious. Most people have said take a bulldozer to the track, including myself, have been serious. That's how bad it's been. Okay? So, yeah. It kind of sucks. Now, you know what? If you guys could share this video, maybe it could find its way to good old Marcus Smith, the owner of Speedway Motorsports, who owns Texas Motor Speedway. And Marcus Smith has made some solid decisions in the past. You know, whatever you want to think about the Roval, taking away the second race date from Charlotte and turning into a Roval, but keeping the Coke 600, in my opinion, was a good decision. I think with hindsight, it's been a good decision. But, Mr. Marcus Smith, who runs SMI, now that Bruton Smith, his father, is no longer with us. He unfortunately passed away earlier this year. But Marcus Smith, let me put it this way, okay? Because this guy's he's the guy in charge, you know? And there are a lot of people that come up with a decision, whether it be Steve Phelps, who sometimes I actually don't think he has a lot of say as much as I would hope he does, but Steve Phelps. You know, the teams, most importantly, and sadly, the broadcast partners and NBC and Fox, and then, you know, the racetrack owners, which, you know, in this case would be Marcus Smith. And I do want to point out that Atlanta Motor Speedway is owned by Speedway Motorsports. So Marcus Smith was part of that process of turning Atlanta to a new Atlanta. Now, I shouldn't have to be someone to tell him this because I am just someone who is in my apartment as a fan of the sport and makes YouTube videos. That's all I do. All right? And I'm a massive Arsenal fan. We're still top of the table. Vamos Arsenal. I should not have to be someone to tell him that you shouldn't do two of the same thing. You just turned Atlanta into a super speedway. You saw the backlash that came from that. You know, but fine. You want to make it into a super speedway? It's narrow. It's different. Whatever. Was it the most popular decision? No. Was it met with backlash? Yes. Is it something unique and new? That's always very important. Is it something unique and new? Yes. The new Atlanta is something unique and it is something new. That was just done a year ago. Okay? If you would turn Texas Motor Speedway into... I'm literally dying because of how bad the idea is. If you turn Texas Motor Speedway into another version of New Atlanta, you're just doing the same thing twice. It doesn't have to be the same exact configuration of Atlanta. It doesn't have to be that. But if you want to turn it into a 1.5 mile super speedway, that's what Atlanta is. And guess what? At that point, it's not unique, it's not new, and then we'd have another super speedway race with a car that's not even really safe for the drivers. Great decision! Fantastic. You can sense my sarcasm, Marcus. You can sense it. Because I shouldn't have to be someone to tell you this and how stupid and idiotic it is. I didn't think it was a possibility. I got on here and made a video today because I didn't think it was a possibility. When I thought we demolished Texas Motor Speedway and you know what, they're going to change it. I was like, okay, great. You can make it into a normal 1.5 miles. You can, change up the layout and make it into a short track. You can turn it into something else. Turn it into a 2.5 mile speedway. Who cares? But if you want to then just take your little and make it, we're going to make it like New Atlanta. 1.5 miles. 1.5 miles. It's big. It's fast. It's Texas. You fucking idiot. I don't know if it's just laziness. I don't understand. I don't understand. You can't be this stupid. This is a smart guy. Did he take over the company from his father? Yeah. Okay. Is the son usually as always great as the father? No. I'm a perfect example. I'm not as great as my father. I feel like it's common sense here, right? Common sense. That when you own a racetrack that is as destroyed as Texas is in terms of reputation, image, racing facility, I mean, literally, I'm not even lying. NASCAR won't even promote the track that they go to because your track is such an embarrassment. And you think that because you did New Atlanta and turned it into a super speedway, that you think you could do the same with Texas? Is it because, Marcus, you were the one that wanted 550 horsepower and then NASCAR maybe accidentally realized how shit that would have been with the next gen car, so they added a little bit more horsepower back? Is it maybe that you want to turn everything into full throttle racing? Because guess what? Everything's bigger in Texas. And if I turn it into a super speedway, I can promote it with my rock metal themes and my fire and my guitars and say, everything's bigger in Texas. We got the fastest race car, super speedway, big crashes where a driver can then hit the wall at 185 miles per hour in a next gen car where the hits are actually dangerous and it's knocked Kurt Busch out for over 2 months. Everything's bigger in Texas. It's all about the marketing. It's all about getting my racing facility back on track when the racing facility doesn't make a shit ton of money because it's a garbage racing facility, Marcus. It's a garbage racing facility. It's terrible. You think that's going to fix it? Turning it into a super speedway? Seriously? Is it a rhetorical question? Maybe. I shouldn't have to be having this discussion with anyone. Whoever advises you, Marcus Smith, shouldn't have to tell you that it's a bad idea. The idea should have never came up in the first place. So, in the future, if, they want to turn Texas Motor Speedway into some ridiculous, full throttle, super speedway, 185 miles per hour, 1.5 miles, whatever, New Atlanta 2.0, you think that seriously is going to get you the second race state that you want, and it's going to make the fans happy, and it's going to bring back all that good stuff, that good image? No. If you care about marketing, that should be an obvious answer. And I'm not even a specialist in marketing. If I need to sell tickets, no. What is the answer? Radman, if you're shitting on the super speedway idea, what is the answer? I don't know. Let me think about it a little bit. What are the options? Are we actually bulldozing the entire facility? Because if that's the case, then you can change the layout and you can change the configuration. You could choose the length of the track. You could work on things around it. You could do what I want Auto Club to do in terms of making the fan experience a lot better. So if you want to minimize the track a little, I'm not saying turn into a short track, but if you want to maybe just use your land and shorten it up a little bit and turn the outside, great. If you want to go back to what Texas used to be in just like a kind of cookie cutter 1.5 miles, you're going to have to repave it. It's not going to be ideal, but the repaving techniques have gotten better over the years, so you can repave it to where after 2 to 3 years, you could get all the lanes working essentially. That's great because, there's not a lot of cookie cutter 1.5 miles anymore. Chicagoland's off the schedule. Atlanta's not 1.5 miles anymore. So if you want to do that, okay. If you want to say you turn it into a super speedway, it should be very obvious that the drivers and the teams and the fans, I don't know, those three parts of the puzzle, right, guys? Those three parts of the puzzle. Drivers, teams, and fans. They seem really important. Don't you think? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Does Fox and NBC want a super speedway race? Yeah. Yeah. Does it draw in more viewers? Maybe. Does it provide more highlights? Yes. Will a car hit the wall head on and look damaged and big crashes and everything you can use to promote your future races, like how you still promote Keselowski versus Gordon in 2014, even though that was 8 years ago? Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Is it bigger? Is it better? Is it faster? Is it Texas Motor Speedway? Can I sell you my goddamn hot dogs? Yeah, yeah. Is it the right decision? No. It's not even a fucking debate. So, Marcus, fix your goddamn racetrack. But don't turn it into a joke. All right? I'm tired of this nonsense. Listen to the people that understand racing. Okay? And while you shouldn't take every opinion the fan says, because the fan can be a little bit hoopily-doopity, like, I want this, and then I want that, and then I want this, and change their mind. But you should probably listen to the drivers who are, just in my opinion, very vital to the whole thing. I think that's why a lot of people watch, is for them. You should market them a little bit better. Just my opinion. But you know what? You do you, Marcus. Just giving you some advice, Mr. Smith. Because if you do end up turning this into a super speedway, watch Texas Motor Speedway do what it's been doing for the last decade and going into obscurity and being absolutely the laughingstock of all of motorsport. So, it's your decision. Good luck with that. I shouldn't have to be making this video. Honestly, I'm just ticked off now. It's a Saturday. It's 1:53. Like, it's a good day. It's beautiful outside, all right? Like, I might be going on a date. Keep that quiet. I should probably edit that out. God. Out of all the things I've said in this video, I should really probably edit that out. Oh, yeah. Am I going to keep that in? I don't know. You guys might see this right now. I might have kept it in. Oh, yeah. I'm going to end it there, guys. Let me know what you think. Do you want Texas Motor Speedway to be New Atlanta 2.0? It doesn't have to be New Atlanta. A super speedway. That's what it has. Full throttle racing, pack racing. Some version of it. Whether they lengthen the track, or they keep the track the same, or they turn into super high banking, whatever the hell it is. Would you want that? I mean, I kind of feel like I know what your answer is, but just comment down below. Let me know what you think. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and enjoy the race tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Will you be watching? You know what? I'll be watching. Will I stay awake like I said before? I just don't think so. But I will try. And I will make a post-race review if Sky allows me to, once, because the race ends, right, when Sky wants to go on his walk. But I will try. And I'm going to be completely objective. If it's a good race, I'm sleeping in that crate, okay? If it's a good race, I am sleeping in that crate. I might even live stream it. That'd be really bad, honestly. But, oh, yeah, whatever. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out.